Next, we are going to see the function. How to write function, how to call the function. Here we have this array you saw. Next, we need to see this function. Function part. Okay, so let's go ahead. Write a page called function.js. In your basic folder, basic JavaScript folder, you can open CMD. CMD we can open under the basic folder. Code plus code space dot enter. Visual Studio will get open. can write Notepad++, Visual Studio, any code, any editor, your wish. Code space dot, your VS Code will get open directly. Code space dot. Code space dot. From here directly Visual Studio will get open. Code space dot, Visual Studio will get open directly. In that VS Code now, it is showing all the files. If that command has not worked, you can use the Notepad++. Okay, if the command has not worked, you can use Notepad++. Now create a file here. Left hand side to the option new file. Click on that. Give the file name function1.js. Function1.js. One without a space. Function1.js. Code space dot. Code space dot. CMD should be in the basic folder. Code space dot. Press enter. Now come to this function file. Yeah. Not here.
Create one more function.
Function is a folder or something else?
Folders. I created one function.
Okay. Go back. Delete that folder. No, you have to click there and then delete it. CMD is open.
Yes.
CMD need to close. GS code also need to close. You have to close the Visual Studio completely. Close from there. Now try. Click on try. Any CMD is open. Close the CMD. Now go to basic folder again. Click on the top.
Yes.
Write the CMD.
CMD.
Code space dot.
Yes.
Space dot. Enter. Now Visual Studio will open. Visual Studio will point to your basic folder. Yes, click on yes. Files are there on the left side.
Yes.
Here. In array, click on array.
Okay.
Your all files will be there. You are creating out of the array now. Click on array again. Now if we click on create, give file name function .js. Function one needs to be function one.js. It is here. It went inside the array.
Yes, sir. You can move this one.
Folder Y to create new folder. Move this one outside. Click on basic. After clicking on basic, click on file. .js. This is the file. Under the function one.js file, come there, and in that you can write function will start with the function keyword. Function will start with the function keyword, and then you have to write the function name. Like suppose one. One becomes a function name. It must start with a keyword called function. Here parenthesis function symbol you have to give, and then curly bracket. Okay, function return, function name. Inside the function, you will write here console.log the one is working. The one is working. Right below one more function, function 2. Console.log the function 2 is working. Function 1 is working. Function 2. So this becomes function definition. Function definition. Now come down, call the function. Function calling. Function 1. function calling function 2. Ready? Come now. Go here. Call that file again. Now the space function 1.js. It should print function 1 is working and function 2 is working. Anything? Printed. Now come inside the function 1 and do some kind of operation. If variable a equal to 100, one more variable b equal to 200, then you can write here the sum of a comma b comma age age c a plus b. The sum of a comma b is a plus b. It will give you the addition of 100 and 200. Same thing we have written earlier also, but that one was without function. Now it is using function. So it says the value of the sum of 1 and 2 is 300. Every time it will say the same. Whenever you call the function 1, every time it will give the addition of 300 only. Every time it will give the sum of 100 and 200, sum of 100 and 200. Function 2 we want, it should be dynamic. Let's see, function 1 I will call 3 times here. One time we are calling, call one more time, and call one more time. If you call 3 times, it will give you the same output. Similar, because the input is same always. Input is how much? 100 and 200. Definitely addition will be 300 always. How many times we call, that time it will say same value. We want function 2 should be dynamic. So under the function 2, let's take input 1, input 2. Two variables we created. One is called input 1, another one is input 2. Now under the input 1 and 2, whatever value will come, it will give the addition of that. The sum of input 1 and input 2, the sum of input 1 and input 2 is input 1 plus input 2 plus input 2. Now down below, under the input 1, we pass 10, 20. 10 will go under the input 1, 20 will go to the input 2. Call the same function again. Pass 30, 40. Call the same function again. Pass 50, 60. So function is only one and output will be different based on input. Got it? Output will come based on input. 300, 300, 300, because function 1 has given 300. Function 2 is saying like addition of your given number is different. Whichever the number you enter, respect to that addition will come and it will be dynamic. So you are going to use the function. So this is called function with parameter. See, when I move the mouse here, what is it? Parameter, parameter. When I go here, when you move the mouse, it says the input, the first number is going to where? Input 1. Second number is going to input 2. Input 1 variable will hold the value of first parameter and input 2 will hold the value of second parameter. So at this place you can say the argument. Okay, this become your argument and this become as a parameter. Yeah, yeah, here. See, when I move the mouse, what is it? Says the parameter, no? If this become parameter, then definitely this become an argument. Where you call the function and pass something, that becomes an argument. Where the function is defined, there you receive, that is called a parameter. Difference between argument and parameter. While calling the function, we pass the value, that will be called as a argument. Where we receive the value, that's called as a parameter. Okay, ready? Then save this file. Then we will leave this file, we'll create another one. There we will see function, how many way we can write. What are the types of function we can write? What are the methods we have to write a function? So you can create next file, function2.js. Okay, so function2.js file, hope you created. Go there. Function2.js. How many way you can write the function? This file will write it. One method you wrote in previous example. How many we can write the function? So first method you have written just now. You follow the function keyword and you wrote the function one, save that. This is the first method to write the function. Variable A, maybe 100. Variable B, maybe 400. After that, console log the function one is A plus B. The function one says A plus B. Okay, one function is ready. Write the second function. Second function is small changes will do. Comma. You can put the comma. Function one says a plus b. Second method you have some small changes where 2 equal to function. This is called function without name. This is called function without name. Ready? How many functions? Two functions. So function name will come first and function keyword will go next. This is called anonymous function. Anonymous function. Anonymous function. You can write function without name. Anonymous function or function without name. The second method. Anonymous function or function without name. You can call both. While implementing the Ajax, you will use this method. Second method. Which one? Function first one there is no any name. Second one have some changes. Difference is there. So this difference is called anonymous function. Anonymous function, or you can say is a function without name. Function without name. Two before two what you apply? Var you apply. So before function name we have to apply the function keyword. But two is not a function. Two becomes a variable. Okay. So that is the another way to write the function. You can follow this method also. You can follow this method also. But these both are the old style, old way of writing the function. The modern way of writing the function is this: variable function name. This is called fat arrow method. Fat 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 arrow method from the ACMA script 6 and 5. Fat arrow method. Fat arrow method. So this is something like this. And there is no any keyword called function. Just like this. This is called fat arrow method, fat arrow function. You can call both fat arrow method, fat arrow function. Both is okay. You can now come down inside. You can write again the function like 300, 400, the function 3, a plus b. This becomes the function definition. You wrote the function definition. You wrote the function definition. Okay, all three function. Now let's call one. The way of calling is same. When you are calling the function, the way of calling is same. The function way of calling is same. Below three we have called. This is called function calling. If you will not call, then it will not run. This is called function definition. You wrote the function definition. But if you call the function, then only it will give the output. So we are calling the function here 1, 2, and then 3. Function 1, function 2, function 3. Now come down and check once the page is calling or not. Function is calling. Function 2 says, function 1 says, function 2, function 3, all three are working. Then out of 3, which one you should follow? You should follow the last method. That is called fat arrow method. Okay, it is the most popular method now, and people, if you write this function this way using the fat arrow method, people will give you some more priority. They will understand you have knowledge on advanced JavaScript. Let us see the feedback from here. Okay, school working. Go next. Now, okay. So after this, we will come directly to the this folder, this point. College, which one? Data binding. Under the data binding, we will see one type of pop-up window. After getting idea on type of pop-up window, we will go for this events. How many type of event we have and how we can integrate HTML with JavaScript. So create now next file will go under this folder. This folder data binding we have no folder. Data binding folder is not there. Those all you can create under the advanced folder. Okay, under the advanced folder we can see the data binding related all stuff. So now this VS Code is pointing to where? Basic folder only. VS Code is pointing to which folder? Basic folder. We have this folder or not? We have this folder. If folder is not there, create that advanced folder. Hmm? Create. If not there, then create. If folder is not there, create. If folder you have, then let us go. Okay. Okay, advanced folder is ready. Now let's go under the file menu of VS Code. Go under the file menu of VS Code. Under the file menu, there is an option called open folder. See open folder. Open folder. After clicking on open folder, it will show here advanced. So click on advanced. Just only click on that once, and after that there is an option called select folder. You have a button below select folder. Click on that. So now what will happen? Advanced folder will load here. Advanced folder will get loaded here. Right? Advanced folder loaded. So sometime code space dot may work or may not work. Okay, sometime when you write code space dot enter to open the Visual Studio, that may work or not work. So in case not working, then what you should do? You should go to the VS Code, go to the file, go to the open folder, select the folder and load here. Same thing. Through code dot space we are written today. What happened in that? Visual Studio was open in that particular folder. Through code we have done that. In case suppose the code is not working, your Visual Studio is not opening in the particular folder, Then open the VS Code manually from the system. How? We can go here and we can click here. VS Code will get open. After opening the VS Code, we can go to the folder and click on open folder, and whichever the folder you want to load here, select and load that. Now, under advanced folder, we will click on name. Right there, pop up a window. Pop up window.html. Pop up window.html. This is another advanced folder for the data binding. How to okay, so pop-up window is open. Now let's go inside this file. HTML add a script add a script add open hit close script open script close body should open body should get closed. Right now come to the body. Under body you will write h1 javascript pop-up window. JavaScript pop-up window. Come down. Now write a button. You can follow a paragraph first. Keep there for alert. First paragraph. This is for what purpose? It used to give message to user. Second paragraph. Confirm. Confirm. It used to ask confirmation from user. Okay. Next we have prompt. It used to ask input from user. Alert, confirm, and then from. Okay, alert, confirm, and then from. Now we will write a button here to test alert how that works. Button alert click more button confirm click prompt click. Okay, hope three buttons are written. Now let's go. Right on click, call the function one. On click is the event here. Next example we are going to see. So here I will use only one event. On click everywhere. Function one, function two, and function three. So CML is ready. Now come to the script part. Write the function. Three method we have seen. Follow the last method. Add one equal to Alert is the predefined function of JavaScript. Email sent successfully. Email sent successfully. First button click, message will come. Function 1 is for the alert. Remove from here. Okay now. Now we need to run this file through the browser. Directly you can go and run the page. Here in your folder, you will have file here. Run from here directly. Double click we can do it. Will come in browser. Click on first button. It says your email sent success. One kind of message, confirmation message. When the user will come to your project, he will do their based on their activity. Based on their activity, we display the message. Message content can be anything, but the function remains same. Okay, so we got any alert? Next, after that, so that alert is just like alert only. Now we can use that alert in multiple cases. What kind of requirement will come, that time will decide, but using that, we can display a message to user. Second button click, you are calling the function 2. Write a function where function 2 equal to now write here a variable, any variable, ABCD anything. After that, confirm. Keep inside. Are you sure? Are you sure? keep an alert here. A. A is a variable. It will not go in double quote. A is a variable name. It should not be under the double quote. Should be without double quote. See, when you go to the mobile and this kind of news will come up, pop-up will come, ads will come. So many people will find attractive, click and place order. Product will come that deliver home. Last to last week, someone has cheated me 800 rupees. It was showing in that same message, 800 rupees, 4 t-shirt. Okay, I ordered 4 t-shirt in how much? 800 rupees. Delivery happened from Delhi. Okay, and then the person came, they delivered here. I sent someone, okay, go and pay, no, Google Pay. They paid and came back with the parcel, kept here. Evening time, I took the box, went home, and once we opened, we found 3 t-shirt, old t-shirt. And that old t-shirt is like, people, it was feeling like they have took from the road and pack and sent. Okay. And then the address was Delhi, house number was something. It was not a company name, it was a some kind of normal house. Number when we got it was saying as a which one? Switch house. Delhi, Punjab side, that those side. I have ever whenever I have went the people have cheated. All Mumbai first time I landed and someone have taken 2000 rupees in front of my eyes. From hand they taken 2000 rupees. Hmm? Company is not exist. Only for delivery. There is no replacement. Gift orders. Okay, ready? Written. Come now. Come to the browser. Click on second button. Are you sure? Okay. Then true. Cancel. False. Now based on this true false, we can decide inside. The variable A is holding what? Boolean value. True or false? True or false? Suppose they have mentioned that is not from your side. If you click on this button, no, OK button. If you click OK button, prompt function return true. If you click on cancel button, prompt function will return false. Okay. Now, suppose if I go here and instead of that, if I write here, delete account, delete account. Suppose I given the meaningful message now, delete my account, delete my account. Okay, delete my account. When we click on delete my account, function 2 will call. Here I am going to delete my account. What is I mean? Are you sure? If the how the your Javas will come to my user is click on user want to delete or user don't want to delete. Because sometimes by mistake also click will happen. Sometime by mistake also click will happen. Then what will be? It will get deleted. Something will happen. Risk related operation. In that case, JavaScript says like I have second level of confirmation. I will not allow next until unless user will not say yes. So how the JavaScript will come to know? If click happens somewhere, JavaScript immediately will throw the pop-up. That's called as a confirm. Saying like if you have clicked, then say as a okay. If you have not clicked, then do as a which one? Cancel. If you click okay, then what it will return? True. Now JavaScript will understand yes. If the value is true means user really want to delete. And go ahead and delete. Suppose for example, if I go here and write here if e double equal to true, e double equal to true, then alert please wait deleting, please wait deleting, else alert no problem. No problem. Now double equal to, single equal to, and triple equal to. You can write here a comment. Comment. E equal to 100. This is called assignment. The 100 will assign to a E variable. When we write E double equal to 100, so this is not assignment. It is called comparison. The value of A is 100, double equal to for what? Comparison. To compare both sides is the equal value. Okay. A triple equal to 100. This one I can write here called assignment. This one we can write here called compare. Value compare. Value compare. Last one we can write here called value and data type compare. Value compare as well as data type compare. Also. Written. Hmm? Which line? Again, semicolon you can leave also. Semicolon is optional in JavaScript. We can give also, it will work. It will not give also, it will work. One line in one statement in one line without semicolon will also work. Here semicolon, if you leave, it should work. If you will not leave, then also it will work. Okay, ready. Next, after that, we have one more called prompt. So check this, how this is going to work. Click delete my account. Are you sure? Okay. Please wait, delete it. Cancel. No problem. So in this case, where you have written please wait processing, please wait deleting. From here, you can send a request to backend. For what purpose? To delete a particular record. Okay. On Gmail, when you go and write the email, click on send button. Then you will see on top it will display still processing, still sending. After sending message will come send successfully. Okay. Sometime in the Gmail only, you will write an email saying like please find attachment, and you will not attach anything. Click on send button. It will ask, do you want to send without attachment? You can try today. You can send an email to your email ID only. Write a message like hi, please find the attachment. Don't attach anything. Click on send button. Once you click on send button, it will ask pop-up window like this. Like which one? Like it confirm. You want to send without attachment? If you say yes, then go ahead. Sometime you will write an email to someone. You will not enter the subject line. Click on send button. It will ask you want to send without subject. If you click on OK, then it will go. So there, what happen on every point? At every point, it check the which condition. JavaScript will keep working everywhere. Come now. Write the next function here called 3. 3 we are calling here 3. Function 3 we can write. I can use. You can use the tag 3 equal to write a variable, maybe email equal to prompt, enter your email ID, enter your email ID, alert, alert, something, download link sent to /n. If the file extension was .js, we used to follow the comma. We have followed comma, no? Comma. For what purpose? To merge the string and variable. Previous example function here written the sum of right A comma B comma plus A plus B. We are written. So there what was happening? Using comma and plus both while working to concat the statement. Now here comma will not work. If your file extension is .html, then comma will not work. What will work? Only this one will work. Only a plus. Okay, write as a email. When we write as a .js and we have run the file using the Node.js. The comma was being handled by Node.js. Comma was not being handled by your browser. Now browser will not understand the comma. Browser understand which one? Plus operator. Plus operator you are going to use in both the cases for the statement concatenation as well as addition. Addition will also happen through plus and concatenation will also happen through plus. Now see here. Once you click on third button, it will ask enter your email ID, and after that it will display a message called download link sent to plus email. That email ID you have entered. We will make it meaningful message, meaningful prompt we have written here. Suppose prompt I will write here a text called download file, or maybe download, you can say code, download code file, download code. Suppose example you are searching something on internet, you found example, you went to the page, you feel okay, this example is suitable for my project. Now there is a button called download code. Now once you click on download code, one pop-up window will come and it will come like it will ask, there is no direct download option. What you have to do, if you want to download it, then give your email ID. On that email ID, we will send you one link. Okay. Then go to your email. If you are genuine user, go to your email and download from there. Understood? So what will happen in that? Number one, you will download the file. There is no problem at all. But where you are downloading, the website wanted to know you are the human or robot. If you are the human, you will have an email ID. You enter your email ID. If your email ID is genuine email ID, then email will get delivered. If email will get delivered, then go and download, no problem. But directly if you click on download, unnecessary people also can download it. So now see the flow, what will happen. Suppose we have a button called download code. Once you click on download code, function 3 will call. Function 3 will say, you want to download, enter your email ID. Let us see what is happening. I will come here and I will click on third button directly, download code. It is asking enter your email ID. Suppose I enter here xyz @gmail.com. If this xyz.gmail.com is my valid email ID, then I will get a download link. Right? If it's not valid email ID, what will happen? You will not get download link. See here. So once I click here, it will say download link sent to this email ID. But you have not entered the valid email ID, you will not get the download link. So purposefully, what will happen? People will enter here genuine email ID, right? And this genuine email ID, you will enter here. Then JavaScript will, again we can write some regular expression to check whether it is really proper email ID or not. @ is there or not, .com is there or not. Okay. After checking if everything is success, then one request will go to the backend server, saying like on this email ID send particular link. So backend server will deliver an email to your particular email ID with a link. There will have a link, click on download, you will get the download. What is the benefit to the website owner? He has created an example, uploaded in his website. He is paying every month some money to the server service provider. You downloaded the file in free, but indirectly you have not downloaded the file in free. On the behalf of downloading, you have given your email ID. You have given your email ID. Now your email ID will go and store in database. Email came, but at the same time, your email ID is stored in database. Like you, there is a lot of people who are downloading the same file, and everyone is giving their email ID. Now suppose in a month, 100 download will happen. In a year, how many emails? 1200 email. Now suppose the website is running last 5 years, then he will have a lot of email ID or not? Now a lot of email ID he will have. Tomorrow, some banking people will come, some people will come, some e-commerce website owner will come. He will say, I'm looking for the email ID where I can send the new arrivals. Newsletter for new arrivals. You go to your Gmail, you will see unnecessary, there will be huge emails. Lot of emails will come. No? One BHK house in 20 lakh rupees in Sarjapur Road. You have never inquired, but still you are getting email. How you get the email? Because you have given your email ID multiple places, and wherever you have given the email ID, those people are not honest people. They have sold out your email ID. And now whoever has purchased the email ID, they are sending the email to you. Now suppose he will send the email to 1000 people. Out of 1000 people, at least 1 2 will be interested. Conversion ratio is 6%. If you send the email to 100 people, targeted users. Like suppose if Info Campus will send the 100 email to 100 students, unknown students. They've got some email ID from somewhere. They'll send 100 students Java training in Marathali, or maybe Angular training batch is starting from tomorrow. If they will send the email to 100 people, in that 6 people will reply. In that 6 people, 1 2 people will join. Now see, entire market circle works like this. This entire, when you go to the big bazaar, and while billing counter, they will ask, sir, enter your mobile number. What is your mobile number? They will ask. Compulsory they will ask. Go to any shopping where billing counter, they will ask, enter your mobile number. Number one, they wanted to collect your feedback. Same time they will ask, enter the feedback. Okay, and enter your mobile number. Without that, billing is not possible. Okay. Number one, they will capture your mobile number. Number two, they collected the feedback also. Number three, tomorrow their data analyst team wanted to know, data scientist team wanted to know one customer how many times is visiting in a month, what are the product he is purchasing, which is the product is more sold out from this particular location, and who is the customer who is buying this particular product frequently. Okay. After that, they will come to know daily they will get lot of new customers, new mobile number will come. Now today you given your mobile number in the big bazaar or somewhere. Tomorrow one SMS will come from particular bank saying like credit card offer for you. Someone will call saying like, are you looking for credit card? Now understand this circle. You given your mobile number to where? Billing counter. Given after 5 days one call will come. I am calling from HDFC Bank. Are you looking for credit card? Correct? Now what will happen is your number got sold out or not? Number got sold out simply, right? Whenever I go to the any billing counter in the banks, sorry, in the marts, I never give original number. I will give the number, last digit will be different, or maybe first digit will be different. Okay. Huh? They will start calling. Their number will get fill out many places, right? So one, so that is called B2B, business to business. One, suppose simple example. 1 minute your time I'll kill. Simple meaning, you have a space somewhere. You create a very good temple. Spend some 50,000 rupees. Very good temple, Shiva temple, any temple, right? Temple is okay. Now from tomorrow people will start visiting. People will start visiting. Now, from your side only, open one full mala shop, open one coconut shop, open one prasad shop. Now what will happen? Temple is free, but service are not free. Indirectly, you are calling the customer, come. This is in free and this is in paid. People will come for free, but free is not actual free. Behind free, there is some paid services available. Now you think the temple is free or paid? Temple is not free. That becomes a paid. Darshan becomes a paid darshan. That becomes a right? Huh? No, hospital also. Go to hospital. Doctor will check as so many tests are there. No? Those are what? B2B. Behind one will, huh?
Why medical shops? They own medical shops.
They will have also medical shop. Everything is there only. So those all are called what? B2B. Come next. So we will enter the value here. After that, what will happen? At the rate gmail.com, email will get delivered to your email ID. From there, you will get it. So download link sent to the particular email. So that way you can utilize this. See, donation box honor is also sent. Even crisis will come in some countries, suddenly so many websites will come up saying like donate the money for Ukraine, donate the money for Nepal. Who knows the money will go to particular place, guys? I have worked for one company, they were not paying the tax to government. And they were showing unnecessary, we have donated this much money to this village, this village. Even we used to be volunteer, we were going to the villages, we used to book the BMTC. And 2000, 3000 shoes, 2000, 3000 bags, 3000 that dress for the middle level up to 5 years, 6 years, 8 years. In villages, we used to go to the Karnataka surrounding. Okay, and in schools, we used to go and display the one person will be the shoes counter, do the measurement. A lot of people will come from villages and thus distribute. And distribution happen for 1 lakh rupees and display the government to the how much? 5 lakh rupees. We have done it to people 5 lakh rupees. So this much tax will not give you. Those are also what? Saving plan. Okay, let's come next. So this pop-up window, how many type of pop-up window? 3 type of pop-up window. One is called alert confirm. This we are going to use for the debugging purpose also. See, alert will help you to debug the code as well. Okay, how it will be? We are going to learn something. Come next. So next, after this, we have next point. That is called this one. Called as a events. Okay, events. Mouse events, keyboard events, and some other events I have listed here. We will see in this. So as of now, you can see here, this content has come in front of us. These all are coming from the HTML, right? HTML only, no? Button, paragraph, everything. H1, H2 coming from the HTML. If I look into the code, JavaScript code is separate. It is not coming in the touch with the user directly. Right? This JavaScript code is not in the touch with the user. JavaScript code is just behind. Who is on the front? HTML is on the front. Now, HTML is a separate technology. Your JavaScript is the separate technology. Now, between both, data should go, input should go, and output should come. Input will happen, then only output will come after processing. JavaScript says, HTML, you are familiar with the browser. You can contact with the user and collect the input and give me. I will process your data and give you the output you give to the user. Okay. Who will say JavaScript? Because JavaScript cannot design a box to collect the input. Only HTML can design a box to collect the input. Next, JavaScript is ready to do the process. HTML is ready to take the input. But problem comes here. When communication will happen between JavaScript to HTML, at which point we have to send the input to JavaScript, at which point and in which condition the JavaScript will send the output to HTML. Between two technology, communication will happen, but when it will happen? These points are going to decide. On click communication will happen, or on double click communication will happen. Like user will come, user interaction will happen to the browser. Look at here. User interaction happening to the browser. When the user click here, then the pop-up window came. Pop-up window has not come automatically. Pop-up window came on click, right? So what is on click? On click will not happen automatically. It will happen by human only. Human has to come through keyboard or mouse. They have to click. Then only that this alert has come. So you can say the user interaction will happen to UI. User interaction is going to happen to UI. When the user interaction will happen to UI, at the same point, one information will be sent to JavaScript. Okay. Now, when the user interaction happen to UI, then what type of interaction? Is it through keyboard or is it through mouse? If through mouse interaction is happening, then which is the action? Is it the click or is it double click? Is it left click or is it right click? Is it drag and drop? What it is that? That is called what? Event. The type of user interaction. The type of user interaction with the UI. The type of user interaction with the UI will be called as a event. Let me go to my desktop. Let me go to the desktop, and on the desktop, see, this is one file, correct? In this, if I do double click, then also it will get open.
Yes.
If I do right click and then open, then also it will open. It will not open automatically. We have to click, then only it will happen. So when I do double click, as a user, I am interacting somewhere using what? Using mouse. So double click becomes an event. When I do the right click becomes an event. Sometime what you do, suppose you have a folder here and you have one more folder here. Now folder number 2 should go inside the folder number 1. So what we do? We do drag and drop through, it can be through keyboard also, through mouse also. So drag and drop we are doing through mouse, that is also called as an event. Now suppose this page is open for me. If I close this window, if I click on cross button, maybe through keyboard or through mouse. Keyboard we have touchpad, mouse we have left right click. When I click on this, that is also called as an event. When I click on this minimize button, you can see minimize happen. That is also called as an event. That meaning overall, when user will come and user is going to operate a computer using either keyboard or mouse. So through keyboard, whatever the activity you do, you type any character, press the enter key, do anything through keyboard, that is also called as an event. Through mouse, what you do? Either you click, you double click, you drag and drop, you move your mouse, you set your mouse. Those are called as what? Event. So overall, the type of user interaction with the user interface, the type of user interaction with the user interface will be called as the event in the term of JavaScript. Okay. In a case people ask, how can you say the type of user interaction will be called as an event? We are going to create example there. One button click, also JavaScript will call, and double click also JavaScript will call. So what is single click is also interaction, double click is also interaction. Then we can say yes, a user will come, user interaction happen to the user interface. Now what type of interaction happen? That type of interaction will be called as an event in JavaScript. Okay, double click is also event, single click is also event. So how the user interacted, whether through the single click or double click, through left click or right click. Okay. So the type of user interaction with the user interface will be called as an event in JavaScript. In case people ask, how can you say? We can say, as for example, through mouse we do single click also, and through mouse we double click also. So user only and application itself. Some places is working through single click and some places is working through the double click. Single click become an event, double click become an event. One time user interaction happens through the single click, another time user interaction happens through the double click. So when single click happens, JavaScript understood something else. When the double click happens, JavaScript understood something else. At both the point, we are informing to the JavaScript Please come and apply the functionality. That is called as what? Event. Okay. The type of user interaction with the user interface will be called as an event in JavaScript. Let's go here and create a new file. Just one example will create to understand that what is the type of interaction. Create one more file, give the file name mouse event.html. Mouse event.html. Mouse event.html. Right here HTML start, HTML, and head open, head close, script open, script close. Script open, script is closed. Now after that, body open, body close. Right here, if function var function 1 equal to alert working. Okay. When function we written right here h1 mouse events. Simple example. Write a button. Write a button called single click. Single click. On click equal to call the function call 1. Function call 1. Double click. Write a function called 2. But the second one will be on DBL click. On DBL click. Check now. Both the buttons will work in different way. Function is same. Oh, sorry. Function 1 only we need to call everywhere. Not function 2, function 1. All interaction call the same function. In every interaction, call the same function. On mouse down, on mouse down, left or right click. Do any click, either left or right. That is called on mouse down. On DBL, click. On click. On click will happen in single click only. On DBL click, you have to do double click. And on mouse down, whether do left click or right click. Same thing will go. Working double click on DBL. DBL. On DBL click. On mouse down, left click, right click. That is called on mouse down. On mouse down, see here. On mouse down meaning what? Whether you do left click or you do right click, both will work. On mouse down. This is called single click happening. This is called double click. Will happen. This is left click will also happen, and right click will also happen. That is called on mouse down. If you do the left click, also it will work. If you do the right click, then it will. DBL on DBL. Coming. Okay, that will see tomorrow. Remaining function will write events, and then we will learn how to send the data to HTML, how to receive the data from HTML using inner text and inner HTML. What is? No, hardware, I don't know. You can still do it some software. That person is not picking the calls. Where is he? Maybe he is not. Even our one system is with him only.